aspect, if we'll come over to the left side of the menu, are the reports that are delivered with the cost management. So these are some of the CAD reports that come with the AWS console, and you can see monthly cost by service, monthly cost by linked accounts, coverage, reserved instance utilization. We have a coverage report in here, and if I said, oh, you know what, I want to create a new report. So I can go ahead and say, well, you know, I want to create my own cost and usage report, but I could also base that off of savings plans or reserved instance utilization or coverage. So I'm going to say cost and usage, but I'm going to click my create my report. I'm going to go back and do the same thing, and I still have my, let's see, 11/1. Let's go back to that same date of October 1st, and we'll take it through December 30th. And we'll click apply here, and then we'll do the same thing with the dimension of services. So we have a little bit of more interesting data. And when I'm ready, all I have to do is click Save to Report Library. So my cost report. And I'm going to click my Save Report. Lo and behold, there is my cost report. So now, from this point forward, when I come back over and click the Reports link, I can scroll down to the bottom, and since this is not a report that has been provided for me by AWS, you're not going to see a little lock to the left side of the report name itself. A little bit more, you can also create some budgets in here as well. So if you have a price point in mind that you don't wish to go above and beyond, you can always go ahead and create a budget. Now, what that's going to do is take us to a different area of the management console. So again, the same way that we got here, I clicked on a link, but you can always go ahead and use that universal search bar to get to, in this case, AWS budgets. So we'll just come right back there again. And anytime that I want to create a budget, simply click that button that says Create Budget, and it asks you, do you want to use a template that we already have for you, or do you want to get a little bit more advanced to do your own custom budget? I'll stick with the template for today. And the new template that I have is it a zero spend budget? Is it something that I want to do on a monthly cost budget, a savings plan, or reservation utilization? We'll just go with the a monthly cost budget. So I'm going to go ahead and select that radio button. When I scroll down, it's going to ask me, go ahead and name your budget. So my first budget. And once we type in a name, it says, what's your budgeted amount? So we're going to go big spender today. So $400 for my monthly budget of services. And I can also email recipients. So if I'm within a certain threshold of that number, this will go ahead and notify those individuals or individual of what that threshold may happen to be. So I'll just put a little email in here. And then last but not least, this is going to give us our services that are in scope. So if I wanted to limit this to only certain services that I'm using for this particular budget, I can also do that. I'm going to leave all services incorporated with that $400 for my monthly budget, and I'm going to click Create Budget. So now that I have my first budget, you can see it displayed for me. My amount used, as you can see, there's a little dash here because we haven't used it yet. And so when I click in my budget, this one is going to say, hey, our thresholds are okay at this point in time. It'll also show me my current versus budgeted. So amount spent, it just tells me you're at $74.81 of 400 as of right now. Here's my forecasted budget, and I'm only within 24, we'll round up a little bit, 25% of that forecasted budget. So we seem to be in good shape with that. It also gives me a nice little charting feature. I can also drill into that with Cost Explorer. And here's my monthly cost history. So by simply just creating a very small budget, you get a lot of information that you can get a lot of detail associated with that. As I scroll back up, let's see here, there's a bunch of different billing preferences and payment preferences, consolidated billing. Also, we talked a little bit about the notifications, and of course, don't forget that when you are a first-time AWS account holder, there is a free tier that is involved with that. So for anybody interested, don't forget to check out the free tier.
Hi everyone, I'm Joe Hanko, a former technical trainer at AWS, and I now help enterprise customers with their skills on the cloud. I hope you're enjoying Awesome Day so far and are looking forward to the other sessions. If you found that overview demo interesting, I encourage you to head over to the Resource Center after the event is over. There you'll find 7 additional demos that go into more depth on AWS offerings such as compute, database, storage, security, and more. In addition to those, you'll find several hands-on labs, practice exams for the Cloud Practitioner certification, and AWS courses to help further your journey on the cloud. In the meantime, we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we'll be back soon for Session 3, Innovation with AWS. See you soon.
Y ahora, Innovation. Bueno, este es medio Job Target and Rack Space.